Hello guys and welcome back to another morning English podcast. I'm Day.
Hello， 大家好，我是木木，欢迎大家收听今天的早安英文。
Hello, welcome to Morning English. 早安英文呢是一个为大家免费提供英语教学的频道，每天都会更新。如果你想获得关于英语听说读写的内容，我们都会在这个频道更新。我们的目标是帮助全球的华人学好英语。如果你觉得还不错的话，记得给我们订阅哦。另外，点开小铃铛，这样的话就不会错过其他任何学习视频啦。对了，如果你想获取本节课的完整版笔记，在视频简介或者评论区领取哦。你也可以给这个视频点赞，点赞就相当于自动保存啦。
One of the most troubling things while traveling is money exchange or exchanging money.
I understand why.
Exactly, because there are so many freaking currencies all around the world.
没错，我们在旅行的时候呢，其实兑换货币算是一个比较令人烦恼的问题，因为货币的种类实在是太多了。所以今天呢，我和 Day 就要跟大家一起聊一聊各种 currencies 不同的外币，以及怎么样来说这些外币。We have talked about currencies before, 对吧？But this time we'll be talking about how to count them. 就是不仅要聊聊货币，还要聊聊这个怎么样数这个钱，怎么样说这个钱。
So this time we will be sharing 7 countries and their currencies. These countries are quite famous, like we're gonna go to them eventually if you really love traveling. So the first one, since we're in China, is the Chinese RMB or Chinese yuan.
Yeah.
The Chinese RMB can be counted when, add a number like I don't know, 100 renminbi or RMB.
But I heard about you don't say RMB.
Yeah,
You just say yuan.
Yeah, most people.
Is that correct?
Here it depends on the formal and informal way. If you go by banks, they would use RMB because all banks use that kind of system.
Okay, I see.
But if you go on the street, they will say, oh, yuan.
Yeah, so the RMB is the official currency of the People's Republic of China.
Exactly.
就是我们用的人民币，所以我们其实可以说 1,000 yuan 就是非常的 informal way to talk about money and the Chinese currency. 如果我们在银行的时候呢，也可以说直接用 1,000 RMB， 也就是100人民币也可以。So the second one, we're going to talk about the US dollar.USD. The dollar might be globally recognized to be important and strongest, but it actually isn't, is it?
It's not the strongest currency in the world. It's just the middle one.
Okay.
So how about we count it? How will we count the USD or American dollar? It can be called dollars, bucks, or USD.
没错，就是这3种形式都可以用来这个说美元，比如说1000美元
1,000 bucks
230美元
$230
或者是50美元
50 USD
所以这3种都是可以的。The next one we're going to talk about the European euro 就是用这个简称就是 EUR or better known as the dollar's nemesis 就是号称这个美元的克星 because it is called the dollar's nemesis because the price between them is quite close.
Exactly. So it's not called European blah blah blah, it's actually called Euro or Euros. That's how it's actually called in banks.
没错，比如说100万欧元
1 million euros
或者是2欧元
2 euros.
对
So moving on to one of my favorite countries, Japan. Japanese yen. GPY, that's how they would use it in the stock systems and all of that. Yen is the currency of Japan. It might sound like yuan for people who don't speak Chinese or Japanese, but it is completely different.
Exactly. 日元呢就是 Japanese yen， 它的字母缩写就是 JPY。我们注意这个人民币和这个日元的区分，一个是元比如说100 yuan，一个是 yen，就是日币，一个是表示人民币，一个是表示日币。比如说 Hey, can you help me exchange 1,000 yen？可不可以换1000日币呢？刚刚说完日元呢，我们来说一下 the British pound 这个英镑 the Queen's currency. The British pound can also be called quid，就是英镑，但是他们年轻人 especially young people 喜欢说 quid.
Yeah, quid. This car costs 100,000 quid. You might hear that a lot if you go to the UK, or they would say 100,000 pounds.
没错。所以呢，刚刚对照这个句子就是这个车要10万 quid 10万英镑。那说这个词的时候不要 use plural.
Yeah. Moving on to the Swiss franc. If you go to Switzerland, you're not going to use the euro. Based on a lot of people, they think they're going to use the euro, but actually they're going to use the franc, a Swiss franc. 1,000 Swiss francs.
Swiss franc 指的是瑞士法郎。我们用这个来造个句子，就是 Hey, my friend gave me like 30 francs.
Yeah.
并不是说给我30个弗兰克 like a good name.
All right, moving on to the dollars. We talked about the American dollars, the US dollars, but now we have two countries that actually use the dollars as well. Canadian dollar and the Australian dollar, Canada and Australia.
没错，加拿大呢和澳大利亚呢，他们的钱呢都是用 dollar 来算的，但是呢，在前面会加上 Canadian dollar 或者是 Australian dollar.
But here's the thing, the Australian dollar is just called the Australian dollar, but in Canada, you might hear the word loonie.
Loonies.
Yeah, loonie or loonies can be used to describe the American or the Canadian dollar, actually.
对，就像是很多钱它都有一个 nickname， 所以这个的加拿大呢，加币的这个 nickname 可以叫做 loonies.
Exactly. So guys, today we talked about currencies from all around the world. We hope that you guys learned a lot and now you can exchange a lot of money and give it to us.
Hello, welcome to Morning English. 早安英文呢是一个为大家免费提供英语教学的频道，每天都会更新。如果你想获得关于英语听说读写的内容，我们都会在这个频道更新。我们的目标是帮助全球的华人学好英语。如果你觉得还不错的话，记得给我们订阅哦。另外，点开小铃铛，这样的话就不会错过其他任何学习视频啦。对了，如果你想获取本节课的完整版笔记，在视频简介或者评论区领取哦。你也可以给这个视频点赞，点赞就相当于自动保存啦。
我是木木，
我是 Day，
我们下期见啦，
拜拜。